to understand that taking your place as a Christian means you are a multiplier. Anything you give me in my hand, the first thing I think about is how can I add value to this thing? You see, some people don't even feel worried that what is put in their hand is dying. I'm telling you, what was put in your hand is dying. And you can still sleep. You can still sleep. 400 men in debt, in distress and discontented joined themselves to David and they became great men. And God said, good. That means if I should make you in charge of my people, Israel, you will make them great people. Come on, are you getting this right now? That's why he gave him those kind of men. If God had given David rich men, he will not know. And David will not be trained enough to rule Israel. So when God gathers problems all around you, it is a training for the top. Come on. Are you here with me? When God gathers problem all around you, it is a training for the top. I asked a young lady, I said, since you started following this man that you say you want to marry, I have not seen your life improved. Rather, I have seen you going backward. That is a misfit. It's practical. How has this person, yes, I met this person in this situation. 6 months, 7 months, 8 months of relationship. I have moved from here to here. That means if I marry the person, I'm going back to my village. It's practical. Because someone called a husband means he can tend. Husbandry. He can take care of the plant, let it grow. And that they have chopped you finish. You have seen everything about you. Is now, you are now looking dry. 26-year-old is looking like 50-year-old. Still single, though. Not that he's already married. That means the moment you marry, you are dead. The moment you marry, you are dead. You become Nama. Nama. You know Nama? Suya. Chopping sin. Look out for the multiplier effects. It is your life. It is your responsibility to multiply anything. We put you in charge of a department in church or anywhere. The first thing you begin to think about is, where did I meet it? And where am I taking it? Oh, I'm in charge of the choir. I'm in charge of the sanctuary keeping. Oh, I'm in charge of this thing. I'm in charge of so and so. Number one, where is it now? When I am to leave this office in another 4 months, in another 5 months, where should it be? How can it be your department that is always faulting in everything? And you say, I never be my fault now. Some people are like, I don't know how it take happen. Never be my fault now. I've told you the principle several times. When things go wrong where you are in charge, when you are in charge of anything and things go wrong, you are to be blamed. It does not matter how many people are under. But when things go right, we celebrate everybody that are on your team. It doesn't sound fair, isn't it? When anything goes wrong here, I am to be held responsible. It's my fault. When they enter here, who will they look for? But when everything is doing well and we need to celebrate, we have to celebrate the team. That's how it works. My admonition to you this evening is to make up your mind to be a multiplier. Are you getting me? Check yourself. Who am I? Where am I right now? See, if you are a multiplier, you see, as simple as this thing I'm teaching you is, it can save you a lot of trouble and move you to the highest levels of life. You know why? Everybody is looking for a multiplier. Everybody, including me. If I notice right now that you are a multiplier, I can pay you beyond whatever it is you are earning anywhere, as long as you are useful to me. Even here right now, we have problems. I hope you know that. We have problems. Even in church here. Some of you look and say, hey, why this one they like this? Why that one they like this? It is a problem. It is a solution we are looking for. When one person can come on board and say, no, I can fix this. I can do like this. You are watching, wow, this person is profitable. Don't be in a place and you are a subtraction. Some people, the moment you employ them, the organization begins to go down. They are minus. Some are even division. From 5 million, as soon as they come on board, it becomes 1 million. They have divided it by 4, by 5. I'm telling you. Division. Some people are subtraction. From 5 million to drop to 4 million. Small, it will be dropping till everything dies. But there are people that when they come on board, it begins to grow. Some are addition, but some are multipliers. And what God asks us to do, to be, is what? What did he ask us to be? It's clear, Romans in Genesis 3. Be fruitful and multiply. Say with me, I'm a multiplier. Brothers and sisters, I want you to go back home today challenging yourself. Who am I? I must be a multiplier. I must make my wife's life better. I must multiply her potentials. I must multiply her giftings. I must multiply her self-esteem. How do I make my husband's life better? How do I make my wife's life better? How do I make my children's life better? Some parents have only succeeded in killing the potentials in their children. They have multiplied nothing. They have added nothing. Rather, they've subtracted. Child that was growing up, able to sing. You see the child being able to do certain things. They killed the whole potential. Stupid, nonsense child. Mumu, good for nothing. You are killing the potentials. You are not a multiplying parent. You are both a subtraction, a distraction, and a division. Say I'm a multiplier. Come on, say I'm a multiplier. Yes, add. How do I multiply my parents' life? Even as a child, you can be a multiplier to your parents. Make their life better. Not all the time your own job is pulling down. Oh, daddy has gotten money. Daddy, I want a new toy of 50,000. You are a subtraction. Request. One of my children asked the other one, you are asking daddy to buy biscuits for you and you have 500 naira. That is greed. I'm telling you, it was challenging. He said, that is greed. Why can't you use your own money to buy biscuit? And I was just looking at them challenging each other. And they came to ask me, Daddy, is that not greed? I said, yeah. See, all she was trying to say is, hey, let this pocket rest for some time. Be considerate. Don't just be there as a child and you are looking at how to ensure the money you know your parents have finishes. Think, how can I do something that will multiply the money in the family? How can I add? Say I'm a multiplier in the name of Jesus. I want you to go home and think about this. How can I multiply whatever it is in my hand? The people God has blessed me with as loved ones, how can I multiply them? My wife, my children, my parents, my husband, my loved ones. How can I multiply them? My pastor. How can I multiply them? Some of you don't know you should multiply your pastor. One day to kneel down and pray for your pastor. No way. Daddy, I have problem. Daddy, I need counseling. You don't know daddy too needs counseling sometimes. Be a plus. When there is a problem and you are solving it, you are redeemed. God called them burden bearers. He said, Moses, appoint men that will bear the burden with you, not people that will be a burden. Some do not be a burden anywhere you find yourself. Be a burden bearer. Lift the burden. Lift the burden. I want you to go back home praying that everything around me, every positivity around me, I'm going to multiply it. The people around me will be excited to have me because I'm multiplying the potentials in them. I'm multiplying the money in their pockets. I'm multiplying whatever they have. Yes, it might be 2,000 naira they have, but how do I multiply this money? See, you can be a multiplier. Are you hearing me? I said you can be a multiplier. Don't be a subtraction. Don't be a division. Look at David. Do you know what it means to multiply? good in 400 men. Hope you know that's not a small task. That's a selfless life. Hey, do not forget that him too had problem. Eh? They were looking for him to kill. He did not have any money. So it's not as if he was rich, trying to make others rich too. No. Even him. I hope you know David was so poor and hungry that he sent them to go and collect food from Nabal. Isn't it? Yes. And Nabal refused to give them. And he wanted to vent his eyes. I will kill that man today. And you know, when hungry people want to kill, so that you know that David had nothing too. So imagine, oh, this is the pastor. The pastor does not have anything. And then all the members God gave him to have nothing. Wow, you don't cast. And then the pastor is calling the members for food. The members are calling the pastor for food. And he said, let's trust God together. How many members will stay? That's like blind leading blind, isn't it? That was the situation of David. The leader had nothing. The followers had nothing. They were all owing. Everybody owing. Pastor, how much? Your debt don't grow? Say yes, sir. Remember how far? Say, sir, my own don't grow to 5 million. Say, let's move on together. But they moved on together until they became mighty men. You are